For the love of the goddess, let's get down to a planet and stay there as long as possible. Let's see how long I can go without coming back up here. I need escape. What the heck? What does A mean? Okay, so left stick rotates the camera, right stick also rotates the camera? And I can do both at once to make the game camera kind of have a seizure. You can hide the UI to take screenshots of this beautiful game, apparently. Okay, so I assume I don't want to be in the docking bay, because I've been here the entire time. Active scanner, what? Okay. Let's, leave. Oh, that's the galaxy map leaving thing. Okay.
Picking up something.
Picking something up, they say. Yeah, we're at the Nexus. H599, Fei Jin, Gong Zhen, Mahuan. We're in Jinghe. Is the army beautiful? Am I supposed to scan one of these guys? I just had one of those moments I realized where there was a tutorial in the middle of the screen and I wasn't reading it because I was looking around, and the tutorial went away without me saying that I had read the tutorial, and then the game's like, I'm gone forever. So what if I fly over there? Oh. We're doing a bit of the No Man's Sky. Is that skippable? I wonder.
Anomaly on sensors.
I wonder if that's skippable, because like it's a fun detail, sure, but at some point, if you're scanning the entire galaxy, like in Mass Effect 2, that's mostly going to be really annoying, right? Could the thing I'm supposed to highlight be the really obvious glowy thing? Interesting. I probably could have found that without an arrow, actually. Let's scan this. Oh, right triggers deploy probe.
Deploying probe. Anomaly found.
Alright, it's a volcano. Active, yeah. I got experience for scanning a volcano, apparently. Active volcano site, shield volcano with current effusive eruption, basalt flow with unknown materials. Ooh. Facian's unusually strong gravity means the lava flow is localized and may be valuable for study. Lava flow looks like it's kind of everywhere, if we're going to be honest. Have you seen this planet? So now we're stuck to this thing and I have to exit out to go back to the planet view. There we go. And then I guess you can scan more if you want to. Okay. Now there's no arrows though to indicate anything of importance. There's the middle of a storm up here. Oh. There's the eye of the storm. Okay.
Anomaly on sensors.
There's a goal to scan 50 things. Okay, let's leave. Because, to put it lightly, I'm already bored with that mechanic. It's somehow, like, I don't know. It's almost like in Mass Effect 2, the wacky meters that pop up that you were trying to scan around with were almost like the exciting part, is watching those meters spike when you're trying to scan for resources.
Andromeda Initiative Habitat 1, designated EOS.
It was supposed to be an easy first step, until no one else showed and we got clobbered. Twice.
Why has Sam altered frequency detection?
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
Yeah, I don't know. Somehow removing those meters that were trying to spike in the second game removed any of the excitement left over of the already not super exciting process of scanning a planet. So now I kind of don't want to. Let's go land, I hope. And that was every button. Yep. I think I can confirm it's not skippable. Whew. Yeah, that would actually make planet scanning even more rough. Is doing that slow transition to every planet each time. Not in a hurry to play with that mechanic. Alright, let's go land.
The signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the cat.
We have a viability level of 0, 4 available minerals, 2 side quests and a main mission. Also, there was an explanation of viability level in the bottom corner, but right when I looked at it, it disappeared, because this game seems to have not taken that one note where you like have a pop-up of a tutorial that says A to continue, that the player can say they read it. It's like the screen's covered in interface elements, but if that one particular one isn't the thing you read first, then it goes away before you confirm you read it, and then you don't know what it means. But I'm sure viability level is something I'll figure out before long anyway. I'm sure it's not too complicated. I think I more or less assembled my crew. Oh, right. I might be able to put a mod in here if I'm lucky. No. Don't have any mods.
Suiting up. See you on the ramp.
Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
What?
I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect. Sorry. You okay?
We didn't come millions of light years to die in a different place. I'm not letting the initiative down.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
What are we even supposed to do here?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
Plus, no Pathfinder. If Eos is like Habitat 7, that signal we scanned must be connected with the atmosphere. We could use the outpost's antenna to track it down. Let's get the power back on. They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
How would they know? They didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now. We'll make Eos a home.
It's real dumb. So first of all, why am I... Just side note, why am I the only one wearing a helmet? Can I... Is it a setting somewhere? Because it's really weird I'm wearing a helmet right now. Armor. But, like... They must have known this wasn't going to last like this. They couldn't have known. They didn't have a Pathfinder, the chosen one, the only possible person who could understand environmental conditions in the entire universe. What the... What is this story? It's fine. Where's helmets? Can I turn it off? Red is helmet. Off in conversations. Off in gameplay and conversations. As equipped? So just off, I guess? I figured off in conversations would be the go-to, like in As in, like, it would be on during, like, combat scenarios and stuff like that, but then come off when I'm walking around talking to people. But, like, Korra, like, neither of them had helmets on. So I'm like, why is my character wearing a helmet? That's odd. I had the condition... Like, there was a... The options are always on, always off, and then the conditional statement that comes on and off based on conditions. So the idea that mine wasn't... That theirs were off, but mine was on was weird. Let's scan you.
Moving.
Fluorite. Yay. What? Are we fighting? What are you guys doing? Oh, I sent them over there on accident. Ha. They sound like they were in pain. There we go. Got a little fluorite. And it's gonna stay there? Does it respawn periodically, I wonder? I just wonder because otherwise it's, that'll be a little distracting as it stays there. Yeah, I accidentally pressed up instead of down to scan it on the D-pad, so it led to them running across the map. I'll take it. Just looting these people's places now. What else can we find? This data pad. Will that tell me anything about this
Got
place?
a code lock key.
Gives us access if we need it.
Whoa, hi. Restore power to Site 1. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the idea of the Pathfinder so far. It bothers me because it's like a character is like single-handedly the chosen one for creating civilization. But shouldn't there be like thousands of experts in this field on this expedition instead of one dude? Because I don't want to like, you know, point anything major out here, but I don't know, the Pathfinder already died and got replaced by some schmuck.
Too long in this environment without power.
We didn't expect this kind of environment. Who could?
Like, I'm just... Like, by the standards, I'm just some dude, because the actual Pathfinder's dead. I've got an AI thing, sure, but surely, like, we should be... This whole society should be full, like almost like a ridiculous percentage of them should be, like, people who are experts in settling in worlds and creating colonies and environmental studies and stuff like that, because that's how you, make the society not fail. That's really strange. We'll see if people keep going in this weird chosen one narrative for this character that has no reason to be the chosen one. I don't know. At the very least, though, I'm on a planet. We get to walk around to discover things, and I get to hang out with characters, and that'll hopefully be a step up from what's come so far, even if every now and then people say really, really dumb things every now and then. And I'm going to avoid that planet scanning mechanic for a while, because it looks like the video game equivalent of Ambien.
Another code, like we already found.
Ooh, an audio log.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Botany analysis. Botany consultant Allison May. New entry. What are you hiding, Eos? The plants exhibit sporadic hypergrowth despite an environment that can sandblast paint. I'm starting to suspect an electromagnetic trigger. I detected a signal of some kind. Definitely alien. But that's not my field. Uncertain, if deliberate, Vector noted, and log. To clarify my thought earlier, I guess I need the game to either really, really seal the deal on how incredibly powerful and helpful and important the Pathfinder is by actually showing me at some point, or I need the game to stop acting like there's some sort of chosen one that is the only way society can succeed for 5 seconds, because everyone reacting to me like I'm basically Jesus throughout the game so far has been really weird, because it hasn't been earned yet. Both in the universe and as a piece of fiction that you're supposed to watch. Like I can't suspend disbelief in that with that kind of behavior because it's so baffling and weird and alien to me, despite being all humans. This is a cool setting, though. Look at that. Look at that landscape. with that distance fade because of all the atmosphere between me and that spot, leading to there being a big change in brightness as it fades away. That's one of the things the video game's gotten better and better at showing. Like, even Breath of the Wild does that. Fluorite again. Apparently can't scan it from here. Oh, just need to scan it, collect it, because we've already scanned the other one, I guess. So it looks like I'm now using my... I think I'm using my biotics to jump now, because of of what I learned earlier instead of my jetpack. That's a difference. What's in this container? No scanning to be done. Exogeny M-Spec magnets.
Looks like salvage. New. Days ago, new.
Who else is here?
Speaking of long-lost things, exogeny shouldn't exist anymore. Unless they came with us. Unless some portion of them came with us, I doubt the company has lasted 600 years. So back in the base universe, galaxy, I mean, Milky Way, I bet they're completely gone at this point. Although who knows what the hell's happening in the Milky Way? I mean, we most certainly don't, because this game tries to not acknowledge any of the endings of Mass Effect 3, which had very sweeping things to say about what's going on right now in the Milky Way. I see the waypoint, by the way. I'm just checking the environment around here. I'm curious. The boxes look so familiar, because they've stuck with the right style since the beginning. More or less. Obviously, the color scheme in general is almost unrecognizable, so that takes some getting used to. Oops. We can just hop right up here. Don't necessarily have a reason to, but it's neat being able to. I'll point out this is one thing I was looking forward to, is I said at one point in my Mass Effect 3 playthrough, like, how neat it would be if your biotics and stuff like that could actually be a traversal tool. Admittedly, everyone gets a jetpack in this game, so the idea of your biotics is kind of almost moot. But it's neat to have a traversal tool instead of just walking around flat on land all the time. It's a change. Solarian magnifier. Very low value, but I'll take it anyway, because Pathfinder's got infinite storage space.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power, too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Message for Nick Thaniopoulos. People are talking here, saying that EOS isn't viable. That things aren't going like they expected. I think you should come back. I know what you're going to say. I didn't sign up for the initiative to stay trapped in a floating tin can. And I promise, you can have your adventure. Later, when they've had more time to plan for your safety, Mom told me to make sure you don't get in over your head, and that's what I'm doing. At least, think about it, for me. And check in more often. I've started to adopt Mom's worry, already chewing through a nail of my pinky finger. It's up to you whether I keep the rest of my nails intact. Love you. Hello? Sorry to bug you again. I requested an update on Lee Wells a few days ago, and I haven't heard anything back. On my end, it looks like the message wasn't even opened. Is everything okay there? Get back to me as soon as you can, and add Lee to message me, and tell Lee to message me back. Oh, I want to address a mistake I think I made earlier, because at some point I said, was it? It's like I was like, we were only on landfall for like an hour. How the hell did your brother have a supposed place he goes to clear his head? But I think I mixed up planets. When I heard we were going landfall, I thought that we were going to go back to the planet that the prologue was on. But this seems to be a different planet, which would explain how that guy had a place where he would regularly go to clear his head. I thought there was a really absurd thing happening where they were saying that the people that we came with on that airdrop for like an hour and then evacuated immediately because it was all hell, that somehow one of those characters had a place to clear their head on that planet. I'm like, what? But that was me not remembering the planet's name because we've spent minimal time there. Is there anything of note besides the console? I guess I shouldn't expect to scan much around here.
Important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment such as your weapons and armor.
380 iron. That seems like a lot.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking sending us here? Eos might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
Turns out stuff changes in 600 years.
I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Just need to find our way back out. I like that this place looks relatively lived in, although there's a lot of stuff just kind of dumped everywhere. That's curious. Why is there so much paper, I wonder? No, that's all. Why is that stuff burned, by the way? Who's burning stuff in this room? I find myself curious about why there's so much paper used, just because we have we have technology everywhere. And oftentimes when we talk about space travel, weight is kind of a thing. I guess the fact that you're...
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in Eos's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Radiation? Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we go outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
Like, I guess on some level... I don't know. It feels like we have enough technology and such a ridiculous overabundance of iPads and stuff like that that would be one of the more valid options for recording things and
Structure up
keeping
ahead.
data.
Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we'll know where to look for that signal.
The idea of continuing to produce paper, then bringing it on this trip, and then shipping it, and then keeping track of it constantly, and continually having to get more of it, like, it seems kind of wasteful for a society that probably can't maintain that kind of resource. You just jumping off cliffs now? This is what you do?
Pathfinder, that door is locked. Until power is restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Up we go! I'm a super jumper, haha! Alright, teach me things.
Huh. Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here? We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
So is that door the only thing that the power is cut to? Because clearly there's stuff that's powered everywhere.
I'm not a salvager. I'm a Pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let Eos go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help Eos. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
But how are you powered right now? These seem like terrible arguments, honestly. No, you have to turn on the power. The Eos could be saved, or leave the Ket to me. It's like, what's the option of like, oh yeah, it is a good idea. Let's lay low while the Ket pass by or something. Unless he just means that they patrol here in general, like long term. In which case, maybe making this a settlement location is all the more a bad idea. So people already can't settle here safely without dying out, but also the Ket are constantly in the area. It seems like a bad spot to pick.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
I like that they're just randomly jumping over things. I must do intensive platforming while I'm waiting here. Like, they're not following me, they're just like, huh, Alright, let's see what we got here. 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 Let's see what we That probably would have hurt a little bit. Now I'm just gonna make them do it. Haha. Well, they'll catch up eventually. I hope.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location. Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Is that the location? Oh. Up here? There it is.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he used his clearance to sneak off the station, make some credits on the side.
Don't sound so impressed.
I think that's exactly the type of thing Vetra would do, as far as we can tell so far. Up we go. There we go.
We've got company.
Instantly? That's impressive. They showed up like the exact moment that we started making a little bit of noise. Whoopsie. Alright, come on out, everybody. They're called the Chosen. Whoa! That was a move. There's the shockwave. Bad news. Whoopsie! Could be going for headshots more. Should be, honestly. Okay, that's bad. That's bad news for me. Get cover. I should have just jumped right back into cover the moment the grenade was gone. There we go. Oh, out of range. My bad. I keep reflexively using the D-pad for my teammates for reasons that no longer exist for quite the same reason. There we go. Anyone else? Where you at? Come on out. Oh. I was trying to loop it around.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
You thought they were kidding? You thought they were kidding about the Cath? Why would they do that? Oh. Let's search some remains. That's our barrel 1. So is that my new... I think that's my new replacement for my roll. Unless I'm mixing something up. I think that's what I do when I'm in my biotic class. So instead of the slower roll, I just do like a kind of crazy dash. Oh, what's in there? Alright. So currently Y is where they mapped on the controller the teleport melee, which is kind of badass.
You took down all those cat... Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Don't suppose you've got anything we can use?
Well, how does our job as Pathfinder work? This guy is going to an existing colony and stealing and looting and then selling us the stuff. and we're playing along with that, which is weird. Like, the fact that he's doing that is not weird, but the fact that we can't, there's not even an option to question it is kind of odd. Let's sell the salvage off. As far as I can tell, that's always supposed to be a good idea. I think I'm just gonna move on. Crazy Blue has to buy our parts from someone else? I didn't buy all your stuff. I bought like one thing. I mean, no, I didn't buy anything, actually. There's the controls.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now, right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
That almost feels like a lead. Damn right it's worth investigating.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
All the more reason to see if that alien structure can make a difference to this planet. Come on. We better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Hey, we've gained viability.
Now that power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
Yeah, how does power here work? I guess all the doors and all the comms work without power somehow. But only some of the doors, because some of the other doors were not working without power, I guess. Huh. Also, I'll admit, I actually don't know how to put my gun away. I just realized. Oh, there you go. You press the scan button, and that definitely makes the gun go away at least. Down we go. Woohoo! This week in bad ideas. So I guess it makes sense that the concept that there's ridiculous weather regulators is a bit extreme, but it explains why all these planets that were supposed to be viable are suddenly not viable. If there's something installed here that screws with their local habitats, which means that if any of these places that were viable 600 years ago, but then seem to have abruptly not become viable anymore in a surprisingly short amount of time, like those types of places are likely to all have, or many of them will probably have these kinds of solutions where we can undo the problem the same way it was made.
Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad, 6-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need.
The initiative only built a few.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot.
That's interesting. We've got like a X-ray view of this structure, which is mostly serving to realize to reveal the fact that it's empty. It's supposed to have a vehicle inside of it, but there's clearly not a vehicle inside of it because we can see through it right now.
No good. A forward station should have the access code once we call it down.
Alright, so we called down a forward station. Do I do it over there? Or is that the radiation option? Let's find out.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad crate access code.
Okay, that was funny. I clicked the right stick to do the thing where you watch the thing happening, but it looked up there. That's why the camera looked up when the thing was already down here. So it doesn't lock onto the current location of the forward station as it comes down. Odd. Forward station protocol initiated. Preset viability metrics mismatch. Habitat 1, named EOS, does not match initiative pre-flight profiles. Advanced predictives are no longer applicable. Parameters required 94% rework. So this is Habitat 1. The dad died on Habitat 7. I wonder if we're going to actually go in that specific order through all the planets or not. Gene Garrison. Alert, fallout from Scourge is exceptionally volatile to contact. with equally aggressive decline. Geosounding's working. Radiation severity is lethal at deployment. Multiple deployment coordination. Climate, seasonal arid. Planet-wide climate uniformity is unlikely to have occurred naturally. Tropospheric electron density has suffered manipulation. Geological limiters suspected. Scourge radiation and impact suspected. Artificial atmospheric alteration suspected. Whether climate uniformity was intentional or a product of Scourge impact, unknown. So we're talking about the Scourge a lot here. Oh, you can change your loadout here. Okay, that gives us options. So now we can check out the Nomad container. The question is this faster or is this faster? This might be faster, honestly. Which could quickly go take us into a Symphony of the Night situation, and we're spamming that. Becomes how we get around. Whee!
The Nomad should handle pretty smooth. Check both forward and reverse, would you?
Okay. Left and right steering. Left trigger is brake, right trigger is go. Life support. Oh, it's gone already, so I can't look at it anymore. These tutorials like to just leave without me reading them. That's not very nice. So what does it mean when I go inside the bubble, I wonder? Huh. What does left bumper do? Oh. Is left bumper how we get out? It goes up and down. I'm not sure what that's for. Alright. There's our Mako jump. Alright. So you can launch mining drones. Now that is familiar. That looks a whole lot like a certain previous game. Okay, this will work for me more or less. Sure.